Right, welcome back everybody. Still continuing our broadcast coming out of the Free State and focusing in on everything that's happening there. One thing we do need to do, however, is acknowledge, I opened it up in the beginning talking about the fact that it's International Women's Day, and I still think we need to acknowledge the fact that it is International Women's Day. We haven't done anything talking about the plight of women around the world and how women are doing, and I think it's something we do need to certainly go ahead and do. The theme is changing the world of work for Women's Day. So Women's Day at the United Nations focuses on the role that technological advances can have on women's prospects. So we'll certainly focus on a little bit more about that during the week and talk about some of those issues. But right now we're still focusing in on the Free State and some of the issues that are affecting the people living there and working around there. I must say I did enjoy Palesa's question regarding the roads. I know the MEC is not sitting anymore there, but I did love that. She was telling us that she was ready to park her car and just walk back home. I know that feeling, Palesa, and I can't say that it's very nice. You're going like this so much to try and dodge these potholes that you think to yourself, you know what, I actually just cannot do this anymore. I'm exhausted. But anyway, I know you're not talking about that right now. You've got the youth with you. You're talking education. So let's continue. Only a couple of minutes left. So Palesa, it's back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Lee. And unfortunately, I'm unable to, hear what you're saying in terms of the tweets, but thank you so much for having sent through those tweets. It's Morning Live SABC, TNA, hashtag TNA BizBrev. Right, back to the students now. MEC, I wanted to say just before we went on an ad break that these are inspirational stories. She's from Makeleketla, Winbeck, Maukeng, Kronstadt, Kutwanong, Orendalsrez. What young people want to hear, but because they're not necessarily just from your towns like Bloemfontein and big cities, but from the Toropotsanyane, like they from.
Not only young people, even South Africans.
Yeah.
Because South Africans are very negative about their own country. They always complain about the quality of their own education. And then we went with the Premier to the Free State of Saxony in Freiburg, in Germany.
Okay.
And then we met these professors and we said to them, we want to send our children here. And they were saying, we have read this and that about your country and so on and so on and so on. We said, try us, right? And we then sent this group. And a year later, when this group was there, when we met them, they said, these are the best African students that we have ever received. Yeah? So I think it's a message to all South Africans who are negative about education in South Africa that you're actually doing yourself a disservice. The world is moving outside there. So stop complaining, get into the queue and move with those who want to move. These, as you say, they come from township school. Eldoret is a township school, no fee paying school. He comes from Dr. Klingo in Kronstadt, township school, Maukeng. She comes from Nalida in Winberg, wherever in that school. That's where they come from. And with that education, with those teachers who have been teaching them, I'm sure they are watching now and they're very, very proud of them. I am proud on their behalf if they are not watching anyway. Yeah. But I think all South Africans are proud of them.
We certainly are indeed. Now, you guys are here on a break, but in fact, you're also here for your research. Talk to us about why you guys are here.
We are here to do our research. We are planning to have a relationship with the companies here in South Africa so that we can come up with a topic that will be related to South Africa. Yeah. We could have decided to do something else, to be given the topics in Germany, but because we are patriots,
you want to bring it home?
Yeah, we have to, because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense if you go. It doesn't make sense if you go abroad and then you learn and then you don't come back and then implement what you have learned in abroad.
But Ivola, what are you looking into in this research? What specifically are you perhaps looking into the challenges that are faced in the mining industry?
So basically, our course we deal with abundant mines actually. Okay. So our job is to reclaim all these lands.
And that's where the Zamazamas are prevalent. Welcome Virginia area.
And then again, we also deal with treatment of mine waters. So because even here in the Free State, the water is problematic, and therefore our plan is to come here and then implement everything that we have learned abroad in how to reclaim it and then how to treat all these contaminated waters, contaminated industrial areas, so that we can have a clean and a better environment for all of us. So basically our plan is to come here and then implement everything. So we don't have specific topics as yet. So we still have ideas, and then we're saying to companies out there, can you please give us topics so that we can assist you in improving all these things. So that's why we are here basically.
But when are you completing your masters?
Depending on how soon we get the topics, we could finish in November this year.
This year already?
Yes.
Oh,
so we finished on record time.
Good luck to all of you.
Thank you.
I know masters is not an easy, it's not an easy thing to do.
True.
But good luck. We're hoping for the best. Young people again watching, they inspire MEC, and they would also want to go study overseas. Do you have enough budget for this financial year?
Well, as you said, Palisa, money is never enough, but it has to come. There must be money somewhere because we're not just taking them to university, we are investing into our own future. We are actually influencing the future by paying for their studies. So I'm very, very excited that the Premier has agreed that there will be a group of students again this year who will be leaving for Portugal. And this time we'll also be taking students, as I said earlier, who will be attending, things like hotel schools, who are going to be international chefs, who are going to understand the whole hospitality industry. But also we went to University of Mino, for an example, a very advanced university in terms of research. They are working with VW in terms of research, designing cars of the future. So I have got an affection for engineering, and therefore we'll be sending some of our students there.
Plus, we are a qualified engineer from Valtech.
Yes, we went also to University of Lisbon, where they were talking about issues of architect. We went also to University of Fernando, that talks about how do you bring technology and medicine together, biomedical technology and the Department of Medicine. And I think we are at a level where we are preparing for radical economic transformation.
All right.
So you can see we're not talking about it, we are living it.
You are radical.
We are radical, yes.
All right, I'm quickly going to go back to the floor. Guys, thank you so much. And like I said earlier on, good luck with all your studies. We are hoping to see you soon back into South Africa and, developing the country like MEC was saying. I'm quickly going to back to the questions. But while Martin Kubeka gets ready on table number 17, MEC Mahwe, there's a tweet for you from Hleki Wesomsa. Can the MEC of Education consider funding educators for master's degrees as we cannot afford it?
Well, educators are funded by the department. Remember, there's a process of PDMS or IQMS in the Department of Education for teachers, and based on those applications, we do fund teachers. I did pick up a problem last year that the funding was not complete because we had some few problems in terms of cash flow, but I've discussed with the MEC. No, educators who want to get educated even more will be funded. There's not a problem.
All right, there you have it. Table number 17, that is where Dr. Martin Kubeka is seated.
Firstly, thank you very much, Program Director. Firstly, let me appreciate and welcome the budget speech by the MEC. But I have a question that is, I think, directly linked to MEC. Malakwane. I have this to say, local economic development and tourism is one of our core functions, especially district municipalities. And I think that has been reflected clearly so that now as Tarib district, we are one district municipality area actually, that is actually very excellent when it comes to, tourism, attraction and so on. But what is it that the department has in plan in terms of radically so addressing the issue of empowering and developing, the hospitality industry, those emerging, small, business people that are dealing with, township guest houses and so on. What plan does he have to change radically so the complexion of the industry to advance radical economic transformation? Thank you.
Thank you so much. MEC Malakwani, can you just quickly respond to that before we take a final ad break here on Morning Live, and then when you come back, we'll be saying goodbye. All right, let's get the microphone to MEC Malakwani.
Thank you. The one thing that I need to stress to everyone who is either a would-be or an entrepreneur wannabe is to understand that as government, we are not in the business of developing entrepreneurs for them to trade with government. They need first to bring the ideas which we will conceptualize into something that is workable, and for us to expose them to the market out there and for them to fly on their own. That's what we have internally to support them to develop those ideas into businesses that would ultimately be sustainable on their own. We will not, as government, take people by hand, walk through them by hand, walk with them all the way until we find business for them, and then they stay as like parasites to government without them going on their own and growing their own businesses. That is exactly the plan that we have as government. Opportunities are there, but we need people who are serious role players. Entrepreneurs are serious risk takers. They hardly ever lose faith or hope, even if things do not work their way. And we will do exactly the same for everyone who wants to get into the tourism industry who is in Carib. We will call for them, we will do road shows, invite them, so that we come and hear if that which they have on the table is such that they are essentially ideas that would fly. And we will, at the same breath, confidently tell others to go fly a kite if the idea within which they would like to operate is not something that can fly and that government cannot support.
All right, no, thank you so much, MEC Malakwani. Let's quickly take a break here on Morning Live. When we come back, we'll be saying goodbye.